Circuit.
Welcome to another episode of the Unicorn Circuit, your weekly dose smashing your ear ball and your ass ball every single week, same day, same time, only when we want to. It's news, Martin.
We're going to tell you what we do on the Unicorn Circuit. Unicorn Circuit is your regular weekly... You did that, didn't you?
Yes.
Today we're going to do, Is That Even Legal? Where we tell you the legal conundrums of the world. We got Conspiracy Hat Cat, who's rocking out some of the biggest conspiracies. He's just digging holes all through your yard. He's turning in those holes his conspiracies. That's what he does.
He's digging them up.
Covers them back up. So you don't even know where they are until you step in them unsuspectingly and it caves in on your conspiracy foot.
If we were on free-to-air TV, Martin,
be
other
banned.
than the fact that no one would be watching,
be
because
banned.
no one's watching free-to-air TV anymore, hi.
Does anyone have an aerial? I don't.
But if we were, we'd go, welcome to the Unicorn Circuit. It's car news, but done a little bit different. Yeah. Well, Martin, I noticed that you got a new Honda during the week.
Funny you should say that, mate. My new Honda features the new K20 series engine that Honda developed in cohesiveness with Ferrari.
Well, Martin, I've been driving my lone car, the new Audi TT RS, blistering performance
Blistering.
with the new 2.5 cylinder engine that's not new. It's from one of their other cars, but we're pretending it's new because we tweaked it with the laptop.
Is this because we went out to lunch with Johnny at the advertising agency and he said that we have to say it's blistering?
That's right. The word blistering is... Anyway, then, back to the Unicorn Circuit. Before we kick off into the actual news...
Wait, I didn't say what else we do. We do mycrapcar, we do mytowns. The mycrapcars and mytowns are coming at you this episode are off their face. You need to sanitise that's just how good it is because it's so dirtily good. We're going to do Fanking, we're going to do random eat bags, and we've got an epic bursting at the seams bag full of mail.
Look at all this mail, Martin. So we're going to be getting
We've
through
been
that.
treated.
Before we kick off, it's a Unicorn special. We like bringing the people something no one else knows about. Some people have been saying, I just got my first car, I want to get all my stuff all in one place. So we have one of our mad little bags here. We have created for you the Mighty Car Mods starter pack. What's Mighty Car Mods? That's the other show we make. But
It's on
anyway,
YouTube.
check out this,
Not
Martin.
free-to-air TV.
Just to kick yourselves off, take this, Martin. You're going to get a Mighty Car Mod sticker for your car.
Represent.
You're going to get a chopped air freshener in JDM melon.
That one
delicious.
smells like delicious melons.
You're going to get some tyre valve caps with chopped fingers on them.
They fit
They're
pretty much
made of
every
metal.
car ever
They're
made.
excellent.
Unless
You're
you've
going to
got
get
Presta valves.
our brand new chopped lanyard. No one's
Has
seen
anyone
it yet.
seen this yet?
No.
You've seen this first.
Chopped
It's by popular
lanyard.
demand, a chopped lanyard.
There it is. This is just bursting at the seams. You're going to get a chopped magnet for your toolbox or for your fridge. You're going to get a chopped sticker to stick on the back of your car, the universal symbol for winning, people. Plus, you're going to get some Mighty Car Mods service labels. But wait, there's more, because this is the Unicorn Circuit.
And only you 38 viewers.
Yes, which
38
means we're going to have to
people
give
know
away
about it.
38 of these. Anybody that gets the Mighty Car Mod starter pack, the thing is dropping down now. We're going to be including the exclusive unicorn sticker. Look at that. There's one there on my laptop. Look at that. It's a unicorn. It's pink. It's excellent. Anyway, that's available now. So all of that stuff we have discounted for Unicorn viewers. You don't need to punch in any codes. Click the thing. It's already discounted. Grab it. We'll include one of them. You'll support the show. Thank you very much. Martin, it's a big... Where's this thing? It's a big...
Has anyone missed the Unicorn Circuit? I have.
What?
Have you missed the Unicorn Circuit?
It's time to dive into the news, Martin. It's time to dive into the car news. First up on the news, big news, Martin's STI is finally ready for battle. That is going to be hitting your eyeballs very, very soon. We've been doing the BRZ versus STI build-off, which is like a whack-off but with cars.
And we did it accidentally.
We did it. It was never meant to be a
whacked
battle.
ourselves into that one. Like we just sort of went, oh, there's an STI and there's another two-door. We got two-door Subarus.
That's right.
One of which is not really a Subaru.
Now, some people... No, yours is a Subaru, man,
on,
just because
man.
it's
Yours
old.
is not really
The
a
thing is... Of course, his car is faster in a straight line, okay? But the thing is, once you roll and once you move and once you're on a track, the differences
Everything
between the two of them does change quite a bit. So that is something that you're going to be seeing soon. There's a wager on this one. You're going to be seeing that. It's pretty good. Speaking of BRZs and STIs, just to dive our way into the news, Everyone's pretty excited because there's a lot of epic cars seeming to be coming out of Japan. There's a new GTR that looks like it's in the works. There's the 400Z, which is looking pretty exciting.
There's the new Subaru with the weird grumpy cat rear end. Even that's cool, right?
No. Martin, that's hit or miss, that one. I've spoken to some young people and they like the look of it. And anyone over the age of 10 hates it. It's a bit weird. Martin, there's a new STI coming out.
Yes.
And a new BRZ coming out.
Yes.
The BRZ might actually be turbo. If it's not, we'll have to make one.
Be.
I don't know if it will be. But Martin,
be.
can you tell us about the new STI? Because I know this is your bag.
There's heaps of news going around. You've probably already seen it. If you're on the social medias, anything but free-to-air TV, you've probably actually seen that there's a new STI coming. Everyone's crazy fapping over it. The reason is...
Is it going to be fast?
Well, apparently. So, Pete, there's rumours of 300 kilowatts and 500 newton metres of torque. That's how much power Supergramps makes, and that's fast. That does like low 12s, mid 12s.
Low 12s, that's a good street car, man.
It's pretty good, like for another factory. So you can pretty much guarantee that's not going to happen. They're not going to make a car that does... They're not going to make a low 12 car out of the factory. They never have, it never will.
Audi does.
That's because they got cheater gearboxes. Anyway, let's not go there. So there hasn't been an STI for a while. The current WRX, it's already been sort of revealed that there's a new one coming, but the STI is the one everyone's excited about. There's no info. All there is a whole lot of scuttlebutt.
What's that mean?
Scuttlebutt, rumours.
Oh, rumours.
Rumours.
Is it? This might be conspiracy.
So this is a drawing of one. That's a drawing of one.
That's never going to come out.
Well,
looking like that.
That's the kind of thing that sort of got debuted around motor shows, and they're like, "Oh, here's a new concept." You know, they always have design concepts.
Yeah, but they don't look like that.
Subaru's
See, I'll
like,
give that to Elon Musk. He's like, "Look at my Cybertruck. That's what it actually looks like."
Yeah.
As opposed to every time you see one of these concepts, you go, "That looks freaking awesome." Oh, look at it. Looks like this. Oh, here it is in the showroom.
Yeah.
No.
Grey
Give us the good one.
Yeah, grey
We
mess.
don't want the crap one.
Yeah. I know why that is.
Yeah, I do
Very
too.
short sideways
But you can
step
tell everyone.
as to why that is because these companies, for example, Subaru, made in Japan, sold all over the world. So what happens is they make this clay model and they did this concept, whatever, and while it's in clay and the designers actually grounded, they go, look, it's going to look mad like this. Boop, boop. Subaru Australia here, we don't like the petrol flap. Boop, boop. Hey guys, Subaru America, we don't like the bonnet. Like, that's literally what happens. And then
I'm sorry.
it's Subaru UK. Look, I don't really like the wing on it. It looks a bit stupid. And then next minute, grey mess.
And then it gets to India, Martin.
No, I can't. No, no.
Why not?
Because I can't.
How's it different?
I can't do it.
What do you mean?
I don't know how to. I can't do it. I don't want to do accents. It's uncool.
Okay, you've just...
I just did. Is that uncool? I don't know these days. Did I just make it really awkward?
I don't know. Then
know
it
if I
goes
did
to
that.
France.
No, I can't do that one.
Bonjour, madame. Le Subaru is scheiße. Buongiorno. Anyway,
Oh no!
while we're sticking on the STI news, an STI has listed...
Blacklisted or
An
something.
STI has been listed at 22B, which is like his one, but the good one, has been listed for £295,000. That's $500,000. We have been talking about this craziness going to JDM. Martin and I have been having heated, friendly, robust arguments all week about what things are worth. Because is a car worth the sum of its parts, or is it worth more because a whole lot of people on the internet think it's awesome? This is what I actually believe. I think an R34 GTR is worth between $35,000 and $40,000. That's what I think is like a fair price for it. They're actually 150, 160, 180. Now, all that extra added money is actually just bullshit. It's not. There's nothing extra in there worth that. But we could argue that this is the same with stocks. This is the same with high-frequency trading. We could say it's the same with land, with houses, whatever. Right? So really, things are worth what people are willing to pay, but sometimes it can get crazy. I mean, a diamond's a little thing in the ground. You go, well, that's worth millions of dollars. You can't eat it, you can't do anything with it.
Why does anyone care? Because they do.
Just like money, cash is fake. It's like cash is a ticket that goes, I will exchange.
There you go. Can I have your car?
Yeah, but if that was a check that said $1 million, I'd give it to you. So there's this weird thing about what cars are worth, but there is most definitely a resurgence of value in 90s JDM cars, as we've seen. 180SX is my benchmark because I bought one for $4,000.
You've had a few of them.
I've had quite a few of them. Last I looked, you couldn't get one for much under $30,000. The cars haven't changed. We have, though, and we have this dream that's like, I want the thing. Anyway.
Can we get on the topic of that? Because I actually think this is interesting and on topic with the cars that we're dealing at the moment, particularly mine. So this is something we've been talking about. And the reason is, I've wanted a two-door STI for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Since they came out around the time I finished school.
And now you're going to pay for it.
They are amazing.
You're going to pay that you
It's
want it.
actually the first turbo car I ever drove. And at that point, I think I owned a Gemini, and that's what actually kicked me sideways in going from Geminis to Subaru. So I'm like, this is so good, and I ended up buying, you know, like everyone does, the cheapest four-wheel drive, non-turbo, boring thing, which I owned when I met you, actually.
Yes.
It was the first turbo car I drove, and it changed my life.
But then you got your GTB. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, and then I upgraded to a turbo
And then
one,
you
and that was
smoked
awesome.
me down Parramatta Road,
Yeah, I did,
remember?
Yeah, that was pretty fast. Anyway, so the two-door CL was the first car turbo car I ever drove. It was about a year old. It was brand new. You know how much they were
That
worth?
was your mate's dad, right? That had a car yard.
Do you know how much they were worth?
40 grand?
50 grand.
Yeah. Oh,
To
so
buy-
now they're worth more.
Now they're worth more. So to buy then, like a year or two old, and no one really cared, like, yeah, okay, they're sort of special edition, but that's like buying a special edition Camry. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
There's 400 of them in Australia. Big Whoop's got a different badge. Okay, it's got two less doors, but no one really cared about that either. So
Yeah.
they sold quickly, but they hit the second-hand market pretty soon after, and they were about 50 grand. Then they went down, and a few years ago, around the time I think I was doing Super Grands, I looked again, and they were in the 20s.
Yeah.
And at that point, 22Bs in Australia that were like a bit rough were 50.
Yeah.
And so now it's jumped up, and you're paying this crazy money. And when I bought my two-door recently, just a little bit before you saw it, I think, you guys first saw it, they're sort of in the 30s, 40s, 50s area.
Yeah.
And now you can't buy them for less than 80
But
grand.
yours is cheaper because it was flogged. And this is not flogged.
Mine was
but
an honest car, it needed paint.
It was an honest car, it
So-
needed paint. But this is the thing that's really tricky when you're modifying a car, that now you cannot buy one of them for less than $80,000. Now, Marty might have got his for half of that or less, can't even remember what it was, but it was way cheaper than that. But then once you paint it and you do all this stuff to it, is it now worth the same as those? I
don't
mean,
know.
it doesn't have an extra $40,000 worth of paint
It
on it,
doesn't
but is
feel
it
like
worth
it
what
is.
people will
It
pay?
doesn't feel like it's worth 80 grand to me, but if I put it on car sales next to all the others for 80 grand, would it sell? I don't know. The ones that are on car sales for 80 grand are not selling. So
I
maybe
saw
they're
a
not
mint 120Y driving around the other day.
Yeah.
How much would a 120Y be worth? Now, back when I was like a kid, like people could pick them up in the hundreds of dollars.
Like Geminis, yeah. They're worth
So,
nothing.
how much is a 120Y now? More, right? It's got to be
Clean ones.
thousands.
Yeah, clean ones 1,000. I see Datsun Utes regularly selling for over 10
I mean,
grand.
they're cool though. They're actually cool.
Yeah, they're actually cool. We digress.
We
But the reason
digress.
we're talking about that was you just talking about a 22B that just sold for like a lot of money?
Oh, it's for sale for $500,000.
There you go.
And one of them just got listed in Japan also, that had like no kilometres on it, and I think an Australian bought it like 120 grand, 150
More.
grand or something.
Yeah.
Something crazy. Let me dial through the rest of the news. Get ready to be excited. Skoda's got an electric SUV.
Can we talk about?
Speaking of electric cars, Tesla is upgrading their Model X. I think it's going to be like a midlife cycle, something or other. They're changing a bunch of stuff. I
That's
think
the
it's
one with the
codenamed
flappy doors.
Palladium. I think it's the S and the X they're doing. But Martin, it's going to have...
Do you know why the S and the X are getting done at the same time? Same car.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Is that Tiguan and Golf?
Yep.
Same thing?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know because I don't care. But Martin, it's got a tri-motor configuration. That means
cool.
2 motors.
No, that means.
No, 3 motors. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's good. Because
Yep.
currently they usually have a big motor in the front and a little motor in the back, the base model, and tri-motor means there's 3 motors total. I don't know which one's got 2 and which one's
It's got to be
one.
2 on the back for the one on the... Wait, no, 1 at the front and 2 at the back.
It's like one.
sounds like a
Imagine a
mess.
diff with
Yep.
a motor on top of it that's
Yep.
connected. That's kind of what they look like. But the tri-motor means you've got like a diff with 2 massive motors.
Oh, I see. Driving their own
Yeah,
thing.
so it's probably in the back, but I don't know.
That's
Tesla
all my
knows
news.
that.
What do you got, Martin? Let's wrap it up.
Speaking of electric stuff, there's little electric startups happening all over the world, which is kind of exciting actually. So we're going to see some innovation, and one of them is the e-bussy. I don't know if it's e-bussy or bussy. It's a bussy electric platform. Now they have people movers, vans,
What is it? An electric bussy?
pickups, cabs, chassis. But what got me excited is they have electric tip trucks, dude. That's like a wheelbarrow that you can drive on the street and then go and dump stuff. I like tip trucks. I don't know why. 15 kilowatts of power, but they're talking about 1,000 newton meters of torque.
Oh, right.
Which is
Okay.
crazy. But
That
I mean,
is crazy.
electric motors do that. That's not really big news. What's exciting though is they're talking about all these different body styles. So, you know, essentially a lot of the electric stuff is a skateboard, and then they go, well, what do you want on top of it? And I think it's cool
put
that
it
one
on
day
top.
you might be able to go to a dealer, although probably you won't go to a dealer. You'll go on your phone and go, oh,
Configure it.
I really like that. I'd like a wagon, and maybe you can take it back to some place and convert it to a truck or a
That's
like a
actually
van or
really
something.
cool.
I think that'll happen. Imagine if a crane just comes along and like undoes the thing, goes, burp, burp. Okay, you got a van now.
I think that's actually
That'd be
entirely reasonable because we're
sick.
seeing that with technology. We're seeing modular cameras now. You're seeing a bunch of different companies companies that are coming out with, this is the brain, this is the lens, this is the body, this is the thing, and you just go clip, clip. It's not even something you need to do from the factory. They send you the modules and you just clip it together as you need to.
So what caught my attention with that as well is that, Daihatsu, for example, and bought by Toyota ages ago, not really exporting in the world anymore, but Daihatsu is still going strong in Japan. And I had a quick flick through their, have a look at this. I had a quick flick through their vehicle gallery. There's heaps of cars, and they're already sort of doing this. Like, most of the cars you see in Daihatsu are built on the same sort of platform, but then they go, oh, here's a van and here's a people mover, and they've got all like weird names like Boons and like mad little high-jet tip trucks and caddies. But then what I thought was cool as well is that they're really thinking here, because they've also got like vehicles for accessible vehicles. Like, they call it the Friendship Series and welfare vehicles, so you can put wheelchairs and stuff, and they even have like where the driver's seat is the wheelchair.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, I think that's kind of
good
cool.
on them.
We don't really see that in Australia much, not from manufacturers, well, partly because we don't have any. But with the changing import laws, like how we got the Super Turbo in, we might actually see some of this stuff on the road.
That's probably a Daihatsu alert.
Daihatsu ring saying, stop talking about us.
Everybody, that is the news. Now let's just jump right into, is that even legal? Is that even legal? Martin.
Yep.
Do you like living?
Yeah.
Well, wear a mask. If you're out in public.
Is it illegal?
Look, so here's the thing. In some places in Australia, particularly down in Melbourne, it's not a weird law at all. They've just made it a law that if you're out in public, you need to have a mask. My understanding is, I'm not a lawyer, by the way, go check this stuff yourself, but my understanding is if you're exercising, they also say we recommend wearing a mask, but you don't have to wear a mask if you're running or on a bike, but you have to have a mask with you on your body. Now, some people have been racking up the social media views by deliberately filming themselves not wearing a mask. Now, I don't think this is the time or the place to be doing that kind of silly shit, because there's a lot of people who are unwell, people who are sick, and people who are dying, and I just don't think we want to see it. Now, some people say it's part of the 5G anti-vaxxer conspiracy to make us wear the mask.
We should talk about that later.
Which we'll get to in Conspiracy Hat Cat. But certainly, there is no doubt about it that it is a legal requirement in these places to wear a mask if you're going out. Now, some people are saying businesses don't have the right to tell us what to wear. They actually do. And to prove this, I suggest you try and get into your local pub with no pants. They'll probably say no.
Put a mask on it.
Or if you just want to, I mean, you're not meant to be able to have a holiday.
One for the top mouth and then one for the...
You're not meant to have a holiday at the moment, but you could probably arrange yourself a fairly budget holiday, including travel, by wearing a motorcycle helmet into a bank. I reckon you'd get whisked away for a couple of days in a lovely little jail cell somewhere. These things just make sense. Now, of course, there's going to be a bit of to and fro, and we've got to be reasonable. While people are sick, if you're in an area and they're like, hey, you probably should wear a mask, then do it. There's been lots of controversy about whether masks should or shouldn't be worn or not. In fact, we did a whole unicorn special on it with an infectious disease, with a doctor.
And that's quite early on, actually.
And this is early on, and things are
starting to kick off. And a lot of what he said did happen.
Yeah.
Because he's next.
Things are changing, and I think it's fairly reasonable, while people are actually dying, that if your local people say, you know what, if you're coming into this place, we've just made it that everyone needs to wear a mask, but that's what the scientists and health experts are telling us. I reckon there's probably not a whole lot of conspiracy theory in it. It might just be that it's the best thing for your community.
Could be.
There it is. That's the weird law. It's not even a weird one. That hasn't hit New South Wales yet. Where we live, we have a really low kind of infectious rate. Certainly other states around Australia, in the last 24 hours, there's been no infections whatsoever. I think where we live is like 17 or so, and in Victoria, which is the southernmost state, there's been 500 or 600. They've had a massive outbreak there, and sadly, it's made its way into the elderly care, which is a real shame. But if you're meant to wear a mask, or your advice is to wear a mask, I reckon just wear one. If you're going out into shops, you're going out to your local hardware store, and they're like, it'd be cool if you wear a mask because everyone is, you could just do it.
Don't be a Karen.
Or you could just not go there.
Or just don't go there. That's true as well. Next up on Unicorn Circuit is my crap car. This This week on the Unicorn Circuit, we have My Crap Car. It's one of my favourite segments.
Love
it's
it.
where you send us a video about your crap car. If you want to send us a video, you can do it this way, Landscape. Don't put music on it. Stick it on a Google Drive or something and send it to mycrapcar@unicorncircuit.com. Sarad,
We love sharing your cars, by the way.
We do.
We love it. And if you, right now, you don't even need to get out and about. If you're stuck at home during this COVID madness, go into your garage or onto the street and just get your thing and go, here's my car.
Show us.
It doesn't have to be brilliant production.
This is a particularly excellent crap car. This is basically textbook, and this is Sarad from upstate New York. Check it out.
Hey Unicorn Circuit, my name is Sarad. I'm coming at you from upstate New York, and these are two of my crap cars, but I wanted to show you this one. So this is my 92 Jetta Eco Diesel. Right up in the passenger side sun visor, you can see my plate, as the bumper doesn't have holes for US plates. I didn't want to drill more in them because it's a pretty nice bumper. This car is sitting on some Craigslist coilovers, so it is pretty low. I have actually backed up and ripped this bumper off and then accidentally run over the whole thing. That wasn't pretty, but honestly most of the damage was right on this corner and it just popped right out, no problem. It's super dirty right now as I live on a dirt road and I haven't had time to clean it recently. This piece of trim popped off while I was at school before I got kicked out for you know, all the COVID stuff going around. They kicked all of us out. I wasn't tested positive or anything. Got our little sticker window here. Bill Murray watching over me at all times. Upstate bag. This is our little upstate New York Volkswagen and Audi Facebook page. I won't say Volkswagen Audi group because that's technically not correct, even though everybody thinks it is. Fun fact: Volkswagen Aktiengesellschaft. So Aktiengesellschaft is the German word for a publicly traded corporation, abbreviated AG. So that's actually what VAG stands for. A little bit of rust right here. Oh, I should show you that. In the trunk we got my mountain bike gear, disc golf stuff. Behind this cover, this is so rotted out. You can see it's actually all dusty from driving down the dirt road, and all the dust kind of kicks up through the hole in there and gets all dusty. The rear seat gets dusty too. So this is a Jetta Eco Diesel. So from the research that I found, only like 700 and some were made for 91, only 50 some were made for 92, and only 47 of those 50 some 92s actually made it to the States. So this is a pretty rare car. Probably even rarer with so much weight reduction. Sometimes you can actually see the ground through there if the lighting is right. Being that it's a pretty cold climate here in the winter, I actually tuck a piece of cardboard behind the grill so it'll actually get up to operating temperature, because the diesels are so efficient that there's not much wasted heat, so they have trouble getting up to operating temps sometimes. Yeah, more weight reduction here. That's been like that since I got it. May have grown a little bit, but, you know. Got a sweet set of Recaro trophy seats. These are like the best seats you can possibly get out of a Mark II GTI. Got my most likely replica Sparco steering wheel, also another fine upgrade. This is for the underglow I just installed recently. Pretty sweet. I do have a little boost gauge in here with my snacks. The boost gauge is hooked up and everything, but I don't have any mount for it. It's just been kicking around in there for like 4 years at this point. This is a plaid shift boot that I made. The shift boot that was in this car to start with was like falling apart and super gross, or grot as you may say. So I just kind of disassembled it, made a pattern for a new boot and sewed it up. Remote for the underglow, just random bolt in here that I kind of fiddle around with when I get bored. got my seat cover so that I don't get my nice Recaro trophy all dirty. Oh, this is the cold start lever. So that basically advances the timing on the injection pump for cold starts. So, it's a dirty diesel. We've got some minor oil leaks back there. It's the puny little turbo. There is no intercooler here. There is not even any recirculation valve or anything. It's just boost is controlled by the wastegate. I did install a little manual boost controller to limit the amount of vacuum that gets to the wastegate actuator, or the amount of boost that gets to the wastegate actuator. Looks like I may need to do a valve cover gasket again. It's getting pretty leaky. You know what? It works. It gets me probably 37 miles to the gallon on average, even with bikes on the roof. So, I'm happy. Alright, thanks for checking out my crap car, and I'll see you guys later.
Volkswagen Jetta.
Excellent.
So good. Very crap. I love that you love it. That's
crap.
the thing I love about it the most, actually. And I love that we get to see also a bit how, like, where people live. Like, they got the full America-style barns and stuff. We just don't have that.
It's so different to what we see here. We would love to see you, your car, your country. You can send any of your crap car videos to mycrapcar at the Unicorn Circuit. You can put it on YouTube unlisted, or you can just put it on a Google Drive, or you can send it to us, in fact. You can send us a stick, which some people do, to the Unicorn Circuit, PO Box 475, Sydney Markets 2129. We'll put that down below, but for now, it's time, people. It's time for
Foil,
Conspiracy Hat Cat. This week on Conspiracy Hat Cat, we're diving deep.
Pull the dirt back and we...
It's going to be contentious, but we want to talk about it in an open, calm, and exploratory and curious manner. And that is, are we being told to wear masks so the government can control us?
Apparently that little bit of fabric that you can make yourself in your own home, so you know where the materials came from, apparently that little bit of fabric can be used for mind control.
Is it mind control? Oh, is this the other thing? See, there's one of them which is they taking away our human rights by deleting our identities, but then there's the other one that there's something in the air and the mask that then controls our brains.
Dude, if you're going conspiracy hat cat, you go all the way.
Okay, so this conspiracy is that they're controlling... Yeah.
It covers your face.
But we're breathing in the nanotechnology on the mask.
No, there's no nanotechnology in the mask. It doesn't need to be.
Okay.
The nanotechnology is in the water.
Okay.
And when you breathe out, it goes through the mask. And then the nanites, I stole that from like a movie. But no, you can read it. I mean, don't read about it because it's a waste of time, waste of breath. But we're exploratorying it. And then the mind control happens when they turn on the 5G tower and vaccinate for your flu.
Oh, it's
this sounds completely reasonable.
They're vaccinating us via the mask.
Yeah.
Genius. See, the government worked it out. They worked out how to get us. In the end?
FMD. Like, I can't even keep this shit up, man. This is absolute bullshit is what this is. Like, I don't usually like to swear, but this shit. Like, mind control with nanites in masks from water that we've breathed out through a mobile tower that people are only using the mobile tower to download donkey porn anyway. Like, that's what they're using the freaking towers for. They're not using it to mind control people. They're using it to download donkey porn. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it. Get your f***ing flu shot. Put your mask on and stop being a f***ing End of conspiracy. Okay, I need to calm down. So we're just gonna cut to this little clip that everyone needs to calm down. Mostly me. Just this clip, and we're moving on.
I feel better after that.
I'm
Do you
good.
feel better?
I feel great. It just needed to come out.
Well,
we're moving on to something more
Let's take it from here to here with our Fank of the Week. Fanking is the delightful art of recontextualizing a product's name by taking a photo of it down near your crotch. It is one of the most inane yet entertaining things that you can do when you're at your shops, when you're at the hardware store, when you're at the pet store.
Why we love it, because it makes some of those boring trips way less boring, and it gets your mind into a different frame of mind, which is what it's all about.
Bang, let's dive into it. Number 1, fun stick.
Yep.
Look at it,
That looks
10
like
of them
a
in
fun
there.
stick.
Look at the pants. Oh no, is that pants? I don't know what that person's wearing
pants.
behind them. No, that's like a...
Part of the fun of Fanking is decoding all the extra stuff.
Martin, that's a leak. Now the reason that I thought that was really clever
That's quite clever.
is that it's an Australian leak.
Yeah.
So it's relevant to us.
And it leaks.
And there's 3 of them, and the anatomy of it's
That's really
there.
good. That's a Fank I would I've seen them at the shops.
Yeah,
That's the
same.
exact thing.
I've eaten them, and it's never
crossed my
occurred to
mind.
me that that's a leak. Martin, Nip Man. Now, I would just suggest, I'm going on. I'm not in.
Something's getting nipped.
Martin, that's a cocker hoop. So I imagine that there's a
Basketball?
receptacle, and you
A
throw
ball through the hoop?
the ball through it.
We shouldn't read into it too much.
That's a lawsuit waiting to happen, that one. Whoever did that. Mr. Goodbar. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, it's double Fank.
It's her,
Two
Mr.
layers-
Goodbar.
It's 2 layers deep.
That's excellent, because I was
Well
like, we've
done.
had Mr. Goodbar, but that's a double up.
Yeah.
Well done. That's
That's
really good. I'm giving you sub-Fank of the week.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Secondary Fank.
Oh, there it is. Call it for what it is, just straight up. Batwood. There it is. It's the easy-to-use natural fire starter, Martin.
It's solid this week, man.
Ugh. Have a squeeze. Have a squeeze in the meat pie, Martin.
Is it hot?
Saucy.
Don't put it in the microwave first.
Tit foam. The deep lube. I like how the P is so long. Look at it go.
Deep lube.
Yeah. Martin, that's the big sheet.
Really good, isn't it? It took a big shit.
There's a big sheet on that toilet, isn't it? This guy has
How is that
literally...
not Fank of the week?
This
That's
guy
excellent.
has literally laid a big sheet in that toilet. Unbelievable. Well done. There's a nut roll. Look at that's a big one. Look at it. Look at it compared to his
It
feet.
says 2 pounds. Does it say 2 lb?
Is LB mean pound?
2 pound bar.
Apparently pound's like almost double a kilo. Is that right?
Something like that.
That's a lot.
2.2, I don't know.
Martin, it's time for Fank of the Week. Roll the drums, please. Fank of the Week this week. Boom! The happy end. Good job. We'd love to see your Fanking photos. You can put them up on the official Fanking Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Fanking Daily. There's been some splinter Fanking groups come out. They're not authorised.
But we're glad that the phenomenon has taken on. The phenomenon that this gentleman here invented.
We did it together, Martin.
Sure,
it takes 2 to Fank.
It does take 2 to Fanko. Next up on the unicorn circuit, it is MyTown. MyTown is a delightful section of the unicorn circuit where you take us to your town through the beautiful video lens of your life.
It's a school excursion, Martin,
it
without
really
the bus or that teacher who's a dickhead.
It's like a documentary where they're not trying to sell you something.
Yes. A documentary selling us something?
No.
They usually
just
are.
made that up.
They're usually very
Well,
much
there's usually
biased.
an ad in an ad break saying...
No,
that's
but quite
kinda how
often
world
the
works.
documentary maker, when they're not that thingo, they're like, I'm going to make everyone believe this, and they're going to skew the facts. But
This is not
we're at the wrong
conspiracy hat
section.
documentary section. We talk about that next time. This MyTown is particularly excellent. We're going to Plymouth in the United Kingdom, and Giles and Kirsty are taking us there, and they've got a WX with a chop sticker on it.
Oh.
So you already just have nailed it. So thank you for setting this in. And this is one of the best MyTowns ever got. You're going to learn something. Check this out.
Hi Marty, hi Moog, hello the Unicorn Circuit, I'm Giles, this is Kirsty, and this is our town. We live in Plymouth. Let's go and have a look around. Plymouth Sound is a beautiful natural harbour and the primary reason for the development of the city. Somewhere out there is the Eddystone Rock, which is the site of the world's first offshore lighthouse. We've needed 4 of them over the years. The 3rd one we liked so much, we uprooted it and planted it here on the Hoe, where it now confuses tourists by being in completely the wrong place. Plymouth Hoe is famous for being where Sir Francis Drake finished his game of bowls before defeating the Spanish, cruising by the local car enthusiasts, and Plymouth Lido, which is a posh name for an open-air saltwater swimming pool. The swimming pool's closed at the moment, but it doesn't deter the locals. Follow the coast road down from the Hoe and you'll pass the world-famous Mayflower Steps and end up in the Barbican. This is the Barbican. It's famous for being the one part of Plymouth the Germans missed during the Second World War. It's great for everything you need, as long as what you need are fish and chips or alcohol. In the early 1940s, the Germans gave the city planners in Plymouth an excellent opportunity to redesign the whole city. They did miss some parts though, and we have some excellent old buildings left standing. Our 1962 Civic Centre was a marvel when it was built. It's now a mess, awaiting redevelopment. This is Charles Cross Church, left as a memorial to all the civilians who perished during the Plymouth Blitz. It is now surrounded by modern 21st century buildings, some of which are so ugly they win prizes for their misuse of materials. Our most famous pieces of infrastructure in Plymouth are the Tamar bridges. The Tamar Suspension Bridge, built in 1962, and the Royal Albert Bridge, a lenticular truss bridge built by Isambard Kingdom Brunel and opened in 1859. After crossing the road bridge, you immediately plunge into the Saltash Tunnel. Always a good opportunity to... And don't forget, once you've crossed into Cornwall, you've got to make your cream teas the wrong way. On top of the tunnel is the small town of Saltash. Meanwhile, on the other side of Plymouth, we have the beautiful Dartmoor National Park, complete with its 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. Despite this, it still has some of the best driving roads in the south of England. We hope you liked our town. Thanks for watching.
I didn't know there
That
was
was
different ways.
absolutely fabulous, Martin, wasn't it? What
an
an excellent my town.
Oh dear.
What do you think of my accent?
You can't do that.
Can't I do an English accent? Even though we're part of the English Empire.
It's not the English Empire, mate.
Isn't it the English Republican?
It's the Commonwealth.
Aren't we? What are we called? Hello, Margaret Thatcher.
Oh, no, that was the 80s, dude.
What?
Oh my God.
But how's my accent?
We apologise. This is purely entertainment. We apologise for that.
Doesn't it sound legit?
No.
Doesn't it?
People
Anyone
from the
out
UK,
there,
does he sound legit or not?
Hello, I'd like a meat pie, please, with some sauce.
Next up.
No, I don't. I'm going out party to some hectic bangers and I'll eat a curry.
What?
I'm going to dance to some hectic bangers.
Oh, like a song.
Then we go eat some curry. Get in a skiffle.
In a skiffle?
A punch-up.
That's an airport in Holland.
A punch-up. We get fisticuffs with a curry.
Oh my God. Please, we're going to edit, do the thing. Where's the button?
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Stop.
Here's the thing. If you were a professional actor or voiceover, of which neither of us are either, we would have to learn accents.
Would we?
Of course you would.
They just
you
get
turn
someone
up
that actually has that
No,
accent.
dude, you know
Have you heard
they
people
would.
from other countries try and do an Australian accent? That is hilarious.
Okay, no, I've got it. I've got a competition. I'm going to give you a big prize as well. I want to hear you guys say the sentence, "Hello, Unicorn Circuit. I am a dainty donkey." And the best Australian accent when you're not Australian, I'm going to send you a massive Mighty Car Mods pack and we're going to send it to you. So it's, "Hello, Unicorn Circuit. I am a dainty donkey and I'm going to place a big prawn on my barbecue. Thank you." If you're not Australian, send it in, we'll play it the best one. I'm going to send you, I'm talking like hundreds of dollars of loot, or maybe $100 worth. A Cheryl's box, a Cheryl's mystery box. I'm going to send you a Cheryl's mystery box. We're going to play them on the show. Let's hear your Australian accent.
I thought we could go full Sydney.
Later, that's too detailed.
We'll go full Sydney next time.
Okay.
For the second level
Do
of
your
challenge.
Australian
I'm a
accent.
dinky
Send us
donkey,
the
what?
videos. I already said it. They'll have to rewind. I can't remember because it's bullshit. Send it to What's our email address?
I don't know, the unicorn,
The unicorn
will flash
circuit.
up. That's
The thing that's down there, send it to us. I'm going to give you a prize and we're going to play it on the show. And you
Just
agree to
do
let
it.
us play it by sending it in.
There you go. There you go. Film it that way if you can.
Is it the
'cause
end?
It looks better. It's not the end. We've got Mailbag.
The show's too long.
Yeah, it's too long.
Should we just finish it?
No, we're going to Mailbag.
Should we
Quick
just do
Mailbag.
a quick
This
Mailbag?
Mailbags is the life of the Yukon section where you send us stuff to PO Box 475 Sydney Markets 2129
Here we
New
go.
South Wales, Australia, and we open it on the show. You've sent us some awesome stuff. Thank you. We're going to have a
Mark,
quick look.
I got something here. I've got a letter. I've got something excellent.
I love
this
letters.
writing looks like a girl's writing because it's very, very neat. Dear Marty and Moog, we're massive fans from Tasmania. My family's from Tasmania. Hello. We've been watching you guys for over 10 years now and we love you so much because we find you so relatable. Thank you very much. We bought a Cheryl's box and we're so impressed we had to send you something back. Caitlin spent 2 days each on the iron-on patches and a week on the cross-stitched mini shop banner. We really hope you like them. Lots of love, Dylan and Caitlin. Dylan and
Handmade.
Caitlin, you
The
are
best.
legends. Look at these.
The best.
These I believe these are patches
Iron
that
on.
you can iron on. Look at that.
Handmade.
Oh, dude, I could. That is amazing.
Thank
You so
Love
much,
that you spent
Dylan
the
and
time doing
Caitlin.
that. That
We
is so
love
cool.
when people send us homemade stuff, and
Yep.
you guys have just smashed it out of the
Yep.
park. Dylan and Caitlin, absolutely legendary. Thank you very much.
I don't know
Martin, you open one, and then we're calling it done.
I don't know what this is, but it's from
So I'm going to open one more.
Canada Post. That's always a good thing. Oh, hello. This is...
Where's this one from? Is this from
This
Melbourne?
is- Moog, here is some rimmer for you all the way from Victoria, Canada. Enjoy. Some rimmer.
I asked for some rimmer
Oh,
sauce.
Clamato rimmer. The original.
Amazing.
Seasoning salt for rimming glasses. Okay.
Martin, someone has sent us a Cheryl's box,
Did someone like return
which is
it?
the box that we send you full of mystery loot.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Great.
Oh.
There's some emails. Great.
Maybe someone
What did we
returned
do? What happened? I don't know. This is a random mystery box.
Oh, this one.
Here's
this one's
a mystery box
What?
for you.
Did you open my thing?
I didn't open your thing. Maybe you
This is
opened the
from
thing.
Mr. McCosh
Oh, it's from DJ.
from DJ.
DJ,
I know this is gonna be good
DJ is
straight away.
OG Mighty Car Mod's original forum, helping us out with mad stuff. He's made some mad shirts for us as well.
Bro, that sick.
Oh, that is kick ass. Look at that. Mighty Car Mods. Oh, dude,
So
that is
DJ
awesome.
made, you've probably seen me wearing it a million times, the blue turd shirt, the grey blue turd shirt.
Yes.
And he messaged me a while back and said, man, we've got to update it.
Dude, that is so
That is
good.
mad. That is so cool. Thank you, sir.
That is amazing. Can we make some of these?
I reckon we could.
Make them available?
Does anyone want a mirror shirt?
That's,
I do.
That's kick ass. And I like it on that colour as well.
There's more than one of them.
Thank
than
you,
what it means
DJ.
I can wear it and actually ruin it, because I will.
DJ, thank you very much. All right, everybody. That's the show for another week. Oh, we got to stick something in our mouth. Next up,
Taste the magic.
random eat bag. Each week on Random Eat Bag, we expand our brains.
Oh, you've got...
Do you want some of that goo? There you go.
Thanks.
We expand our brains by expanding our mouth holes, eating food from another country.
This is a Bon Bon Bum.
This is a Bon Bon Bum passion fruit, which sounds like
Oh, it smells good.
a questionable internet movie, doesn't it, Martin? But in fact,
I'm not a lollipop enthusiast, but...
dude, that's got actual passion fruit in it. The Bon Bon Bum
Oh, that's bloody good. That's better
actually
than
tastes
we
like a
get
passion
here.
fruit. That is the best lollipop
You've had this week.
I've ever had.
You reckon?
The Bon Bon Bum is excellent. I can really taste the passion fruit in it. Is that black stuff actual passion fruit, or is that just a bit of black,
I don't know.
stuff?
Either way, that's
Thank you very much for watching the show. We hope you dudes are all doing okay during these strangely unsettling times as we readjust to a new kind of normal.
Look after yourselves.
Look after yourselves, look after each other. If you don't feel like you're going that great, feel free to check out reachout.com. We are proudly ambassadors of Reach Out Charity supporting mental health for young people and their families. We'll put the link down below. Lots of resources there, particularly people that are stressing out about
Send
stuff.
a message to your mates. Ring your mates. Go, what's happening? Because a lot of people just think that, everyone else is doing their own thing. They might not be. They might be there going, oh, it'd be cool if Johnny called me. Hey, bros, Johnny, what's cracking? And then tell them about your mad STI you just paid too much for.
One of our mates is calling us right now. Rimmer. Oh, it's already open. Look at that.
Oh,
Ooh,
no,
Rimmer.
done.
Thanks, everyone.
Hi, Cheryl.
See you next week. Bye.